What's up, Blue Chips? December 17th, top traders here on YouTube. Let's get to it. All right, so we're just going to start off with Ross. As you can see right behind me, no trades for Ross today. Up second, we have Ricky Gutierrez. As you can see, he traded DGAZ per usual. And he actually started off the day down about $300, but he made a nice trade later in the day to end up a total of $648 on the day. That was Ricky. All right, and last we have Andrew from Bear Bulls. He actually had 4 tickers with multiple trades, I believe in each. We'll take a look at the charts here in a sec. The big winner being on AMRN, where he realized a little over $1,200. Boeing, he ended up with around $587. MU, he lost a little bit on the day, short and long, total about $76, and he ended up a little bit green on Tesla. So let's take a look at the charts here. Here on AMRN, as you can see, he started off with a long position. He ended up selling into the pop here and ended up stopping out the rest. I remember him saying there was a little bit of a push here, pullback, and he could see it was kind of going up towards high of day. So he jumped in looking for that pop through 22. Didn't quite get it, so he ended up selling most of his position, ended up stopping out the rest on the way down. So on the way back up, he actually was a little upset at himself for this trade, realizing he got in kind of at the top of where he should have been looking to get in. Sorry about the kids in the background. They're a little bit loud. It's a little bit close to bedtime, so they're a little anxious. But he ended up adding to his position a couple times here, and this pretty much ended up being a break-even trade. He actually held a little bit more and stopped out a little bit lower over here. So the Boeing trade was actually pretty standard. Made a nice little move here at the open, got a dip right down into the moving averages and came right back up, broke into a new high of day. He scaled out of his position all the way up here towards 325. The entry was down here around 322.55. Had a little piece left, ended up stopping out as it came down towards break even. The Tesla trade was just like the Boeing trade, as you can see. Well, not the first one. He got in looking for the break of high a day, got rejected, ended up stopping out. As you can see, he loves these candles here. Just kind of represents that it was a rejection. And in his words, all the people that were short looking for it to go lower, they ended up covering, and it created the squeeze, which is why he jumped in here. And as you can see, he scaled out quite a bit all the way up, and he had mentioned that because he scaled out the way that he did, when it came back down with his little bit of leftovers and the loss here, as you saw in the P&L, he didn't really make too much money, whereas if he would have kind of held this a little bit before scaling out so much, it could have been a pretty decent winner. There was some leftovers here that he ended up stopping out around break even at that 381 area. And the last trade of the day was MU. As you can see, MU was not treating him very well. Took a bunch of positions here to scale into this, and he ended up stopping out. It did go down quite a bit further, bounces up off his support line that he had drawn, jumps back in, runs into a little bit of a double top here from the previous candle, and he scales out of his position, stops out the rest, break even, kind of does its thing. He looked for this to kind of short because it looked like it was trying to get through this support level. As you can see, it does not want to quite get through. He ends up covering his position for break even. And as you can see, it was a good thing because it shot all the way back up, pretty much a triple top here, comes back down, get a little bit of a bounce. He realizes it's going to most likely come down and test that support area again, jumps in for a short position, scales out, and ends up covering the remainder as it comes back above that support line and around break even. So real quick, just to take a look back at the P&L, MU ended up down about 76. That Tesla trade, as you could see, that first one kind of really took away from the profits from that good second trade. And AMRN was the big winner of the day for Andrew, bringing in around $1,200. All right, traders, that's all I have from the top traders here on YouTube. If you have any other top traders that you would like to see on here, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll take a look and see if they are worth being in the summary. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Always appreciate that support. Getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, sitting at 965. Don't forget to hit the post notification bell to let you know every single time I upload my video, as well as when I go live in the mornings for the live stream into the bell, looking for those live trades. So if you have any questions or comments, leave those down below as well, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace.